back on to see if anyone had any comments. We are here at the George Floyd private service, and we thought we would get back on to invite anyone to comment on our live. If you have any words to say in honoring George Floyd and his family, we invite you to comment here. If it's nothing more than saying good morning, hello, or just even put in a hashtag for George Floyd, we welcome you to do so. So we'll leave the live up for a few minutes, and we hope everybody's doing well. And before anybody gets on, if you guys decide to get on, I'm gonna walk around a little bit like I did before. As you guys see, all of the people here that are here for the family, showing love for George Floyd. And I'm honored to be here. I want to let you guys know I'm honored to be here. I'm the mother of 2 boys, and I'm honored to be here because each and every day I'm concerned about my sons. And so just an honor to be here, just to be here with the family. Just walking around a little bit. They're wearing their I Can't Breathe mask as well, so it's just really interesting to see how many people have showed up for this private service and showing their support to George Floyd and his family. And a lot of more, thank you, a lot of more. Yes, you are the mother of 2 boys as well, and thank you for praying for George Floyd's family. Yes, and may he rest in love, and also we pray for you and your boys that they continue to remain safe in the country that we're living in now. We know that in God things will change for the better. But thank you for joining our live. A lot of more. If there's anyone else who would like to comment with words as far as what this day means for them, and feel free to do so. If you are a mother of boys, if you don't want to comment entirely, then you can just do an emoji or something, or just say good morning or hello, and we stand in solidarity with you, with your young man.
And I think we all have that, right, Latasha? You know, I have a husband, I have 2 sons, and, you know, just that feeling we get when they walk out the front door, and we just want to have to go through what George Floyd went through, and his family's going through right now.
Yes.
So, yeah, we just pray for this nation, we pray for this land right now, that God heals it like He can.
My prayers was always with mothers of young African American boys. I'll even share a story. I waited a little bit for my oldest son after he got his learner's permit. I waited a little bit before I would allow him to get his driver's license, only because I did not want him to drive right away for the fear that many of us have. So again, we just have the camera pan to the front of the church. But yeah, that's my story. I waited a little bit of time before I allowed my son to drive. They're excited. Sometimes they don't know. They're excited and they want to drive right away. But if you are a mother of African American boys,
Or a parent for that matter,
yeah,
you know,
that
mother,
is,
father, grandparents, aunt, uncle, you know, we are a village. So
that is the concern that you have. There's all types of media out here, along with BSM Media Group,
Twins of Media,
BSM Magazine. There's a parking lot full of media and people walking around, and we're keeping our social distancing.
we have our masks.
We have our masks, and we even have gloves.
Hi, how are you?
It's a little warm out here, and within the United States and outside of the United States. Along with ourselves and many, we wish he was here, and that this is not how he left this earth, but he has greatly affected the world.
And as Latasha and I were driving up to park, where you see many of the cars and the media that are out here, this thought came over us as we saw policemen on motorcycles, and we saw just like the procession of what was going on. And her and I just thought, like, what if he had all this and he was lying on the ground that day, and to see people come out in droves now to celebrate his life, and we just wish that he would have had this much support on that fatal day when the officer took his life.
Exactly. Yeah. Hi, Belinda. Louise Wallace, thank you for joining the live. Thank you. I know Belinda. Our sons actually played basketball for maybe a couple of years. So we had like this little great group of women with our boys, and she has four boys, and she's an awesome mother. So thank you, Belinda, for watching or tuning in to the live. Again, if you are a mother of boys, father, grandfather, grandmother, parent, village, nurturing our young men, and you would like to comment or just even leave a message in our live to honor George Floyd, please feel free to do so. Thank you, Christopher Quillen, for joining in on the live. And as we're here today, I would like to ask everyone, how are you? If you want to respond to that as well, please go ahead and do so. I feel that if you can't be here presently, that we're standing here for you all. Just please know that.
Hold on one second.
And again, as I mentioned earlier, this is Tasha. I am here also, my boys. I am very protective of my sons, and we always want to make sure that they're safe and protected. I believe I speak for a lot of mothers and aunts and grandmothers and anyone who's caring for sons, that you feel the same way. Our African American sons. And we know that all lives matter, but we also want to know that Black lives matter too. So thank you all for, again, continuing to join. Hello, Lisa. Cynthia Patterson.
Yes, and this is quite different for BSM Media Group. Of course, you guys know us as BSM Magazine, Twins and Media. BSM Magazine, Twins and Media. Sorry about that. I was looking somewhere else. And like a somber moment. And so we're going to go up here as we see that there's some activity going on up here with the procession.
It's really hot out here, guys. It's really hot. I don't know if you all could see, there's lots of flowers at the entrance of the Fountain of Praise Church that is leading up to the entryway. If I get a little bit closer,
No,
I can
I
get
work with her mother. That's her sister. And Sheree,
Hi, Roger. Thank you for joining, brother. We love you. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'm a little bit on the other side, but there is a picture of George Floyd. But there's a few people in the front, so maybe as they move, we can get a better glimpse of the picture. I'm standing behind a little barrier. This is as close as I can get presently. Cynthia, yes. You say I'm a mother and grandmother of sons praying for the Floyd family. Thank you. We pray for you as well. Thank you, Cynthia. We're going to pan around back to us shortly, but this is more important. It's not about us. It's not about Trisha and Tasha. It's about George Floyd and his family. So that's why we have the video panned into what's happening so that you all can see and be a part of the service. The media is outside. So
Is that some of the family getting out?
I believe so, yes. I'm still trying to get where you all can see the picture, but it's not. Okay, there's a little bit of a glimpse. Maybe if you guys look, you can see the picture. Hi, Roger. I'll try to get a closer shot momentarily. You guys can probably see a little bit of it. This guy's kneeling down, but there's some flowers, and then there's a picture of George Floyd. Return to some of the cars that are driving up.
Filing. In the front of the building or in the back of the building? Back.
We're pretty much just panning. Still what's happening in the front. If you guys are still on, thank you. With any coverage, some of the shots are still the same, but we just figured we would leave it up so that if anybody wants to be a part of the service, as we can see it from outside, and that's why we're leaving it alive. So. And then I think I'm going to try to lean in a little bit closer, guys. If I get any closer, I'm in the grass, but there, can you all see the flowers? And then there's the picture of George Floyd on the easel. Can you all see it? No, it's not a really close shot, but catch a glimpse of it.
Yes, when I was out there.
The other side is the massive parking lot.
But I mean, they
I'm going to put my mask back on because I am around a little bit of people now. So I'm going to put my mask back on to be safe. So if I sound a little muffled, you know the reason why.
I've been feeling them like on my face.
Put my mask on, guys. We're getting kind of close, so I have to put my mask on. There's Trisha. Sister. She's quite a minute older than I am. She always tells people.
Yeah, I so appreciate that 1 minute.
So I get her back and tell her I have to respect my elders. How
See,
about
that 1 minute helps to keep her in check when she's out of check.
I have to respect my elders.
I don't know. I'm not.
Hello, Arga and Latasha Rose. Thank you for watching
Hi,
and joining.
Arga.
Guys, we're leaving the live up again.
So that you guys may comment.
Yeah, there's this, pretty much the same thing that's happening. People are in the front. There's media around, but we want to leave the live up so that you all could be a part of the private service as we are viewing it from the outside. And if you have any comments or if you want to just say something in the comment, we are leaving it up. So feel free to do so.
Yeah, and just doing a spirit check, how you guys are doing, because this has been, you know, this year 2020 has been something else.
Yeah.
And sometimes we carry stuff with us and we don't release it. I know I had a moment a few days ago, and I didn't realize how much I was keeping in just from COVID, and then with the George Floyd. And we have to check on one another and make sure that we are really asking the questions, how are you? And not just expecting people to just say, I'm fine, but to make sure that we really check in with one another.
That's all right. Roger, yes, we were honored to be here. Again, like we mentioned before, it's not about us. It's about George Floyd and his family. And so we thank you for that. And we are here for you all. We are here for the media company that God has blessed us with. I'm not shy to say that. And then we're also here for you all. And we know that you all stand with us as we stand here at his private service. So thank you so much, Roger, for commenting. We appreciate you. For those that don't know Roger, we've been knowing him since high school. This is our brother. He is family. He's family. So
Yeah, he's family.
and he's a great guy. He's a great
And
guy.
what do we say when this thing blows over? Because we know that God is going to heal this land.
Yeah.
Of course, always remembering and honoring those who have lost their life to COVID this year, and then also to honoring George Floyd and the countless people who have lost their life to police brutality. But when all this COVID stuff dies down, we're going to come out and see Roger and spend some time with our brother. Our brother from Oakland Tech.
Yeah. Yes, we went to school together in Oakland, California. Eons ago, Oakland Tech. Don't ask me my age, I'm not telling you.
And don't you guys dare post it, because you will get blocked.
Hi, Regina. Thank you so much. We appreciate,
Regina.
We appreciate you too.
How are you?
You know what I mean?
Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have
Yeah, guys, as I'm sitting here on this live, you know, like my eyes, you guys see my eyes panning, it's because my eyes is right directly in the path of the photo of George Floyd on the easel, and beneath it is like a mound of flowers, and it's just so surreal to see.
Yeah. As Trisha was mentioning, we panned in earlier, and if anybody that wasn't on the live before, they can get a little peek at the flowers that are adorning the front entranceway, and the picture of George Floyd on an easel.
Guys, today is a hot day in Texas.
Oh my gosh, it's hot.
I believe the heat index is going to reach, I think it's going to feel like what?
Oh my goodness.
One something, yeah, but it's warm already.
Yeah, it's warm.
And we haven't even really got well into the day. It's very warm outside.
Warm with mask on, go figure.
Yes.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have it any other way at all.
We were trying to be as peppy and lively for you guys, but today, like I said earlier, it's like a somber day.
Yeah.
So we're also trying to just be in the moment and support George Floyd's and his family.
Trying to get in a little bit closer, guys. But can you all see the flowers that are there and this easel, the picture? Can you all see it? Let me try to see if I can get a little closer. I'm going to walk through some grass and some dirt. Lord help me. Y'all know I'm clumsy. Let's see. Here we go.
Kind of looks like
Okay, so I got a little bit closer. There. This may be a better shot of so you guys can see the front entrance. Sharicia Curtis, thank you for joining. There's a gentleman, the sign that says we will breathe. He's walking down. We've seen a lot of those, and other signs that say I can't breathe. And I want to say that of you are watching the live.
Real.
You know, you can breathe in, breathe out. I like to say that we're breathing for George Floyd and the countless other men and women of color who can't breathe at this moment because they're no longer here at the hands of police brutality. So I make it a point to breathe in and breathe out for all of them. And if you are just joining the live now, I mentioned earlier that I am the mother of 2 sons, and it's very important for me to be here, not only for media, but it's important for me to be here for my children. And if there's anyone on here who would like to comment,
Yeah, I went back over.
or just even put an emoji, a prayer emoji, or whatever you feel, to stand in solidarity for our young black men, our boys. You know, that we're all here for them and we want them to be safe, and we will continue to do what we have to do to keep them safe.
Yeah.
And we're just keeping this live up so that you all can just be a part of the service. We are on the outside of the Fountain of Praise Church. So we could be here and we could do a video, we can do a photo to let you all know that we're here, but we figured let's get on the live and let's make you all a part of the service as well, because we know from where you stand that you all are also fighting for what's right. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep it here.
Hi, Cousin Bonnie.
Yes, hi, Cousin Bonnie. Just keep it here. It's pretty much a still shot. Kind of pan around a little bit. There's just media on the side of us or on the back of us. So we're just going to keep it panned to the front for as long as we can. Roger, like that. Roger says I have 3 sons and had a sit down, a Zoom with them to see how they were doing. Very important, very
Great
important.
idea, Roger. My husband and I were just actually talking about that. This is Trisha, about if you cannot be around your family, you know, like if you have children in different areas, living in different cities or states and stuff like that, that you do a Zoom call so that everybody's on one Zoom call and you guys can discuss the state of the world. So, great idea, Roger.
Yeah, and it is. It's really important for us to talk to our family members. A lot of our young children, they don't understand. It's a hard conversation. My youngest is 13. It's a hard conversation. So they're carefree and they want to do things, and you have to also let them do things, but you have to also let them know about the caution that comes with it. So it's very important to have those talks. Love you, Cousin Bonnie. Thank you for joining.
Love you, Cousin Bonnie.
I sprayed my bangs before I came out here. It didn't work. Very humid out here, guys. And I say that with a little bit of humor. I think humor is good for us. We have to laugh, but these bangs are gone.
And I think that's okay, you know, like people sharing their
Yeah,
laughter moments, you know, to kind of break up
you have
the mood a
to.
bit, yeah.
You have to. You have to. You have to. Kind of maybe gonna step back a little bit. There's quite a bit of people that are coming a little close. You know, ordinarily, I don't mind. I'm a hugger, so I don't mind. But of course, in this time, we have to be very careful. So we have to step back a little bit. Do some social distancing. Yes, if you can't laugh and you can't shout. Love it. Hand it back again, let you guys see. There are some people that are getting out of the cars. Just try to capture as much as we can of what we can. Yes, we've got some people here with their shirts. I'm going to show this. It says, "I can't breathe." George Floyd. What's your name, ma'am?
Brandy.
Brandon? Oh, okay. Black Lives Matter. Love it. Love it. And what's your name, sir?
Percy.
All right.
From Opelousas, Louisiana.
Okay. Can we ask you one question? What does it mean for you all to be here to honor George Floyd?
I didn't hear it.
What does it mean for you guys to be here to honor George Floyd?
Oh, shit, it means a lot. I mean, being a part of history, you know, supporting the movement, you know.
Black Lives Matter.
Right, every day.
Thank you.
Follow that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We just want to ask a couple of people. We just noticed their T-shirts, so. Everybody else is kind of media, so if we see anybody that can speak to us and say something, then we're gonna try to see if we can do that for you all. Hello, Yoshika.
Hey, Yoshika. What is that list open?
Yeah.
Good people, did y'all hear my announcement? So the motorcade will now come this month. This is how you can dig it up.
So they're announcing the motorcade is going to now come in a different direction.
About 20 vehicles, 4 truck buses.
20 vehicles coming through.
So we can get you guys on this side.
So we have to move a little bit, guys, so hold on,
Yeah,
okay?
that's it. You don't miss it.
We're gonna hop back over on this grass and this dirt. I am. Trisha's telling me to watch my step. She knows that I fall easily. We're gonna wait for the motorcade to come around. Let's try to get a good little shaded area to go into. Thank you guys again for being on the live. Like I said, we're just keeping it up so that you could be a part of the service. And if you're cooking breakfast or you're doing something and you just happen to have the live one at the same time, then great. That's what we're here for, just to make you guys be a part of the service. So thank you. Hi, Dee Dee Wilson Jones. Thank you for tuning in. Just gonna leave the live going. There's just different vehicles that are started to drive up. Thank you, Yoshika, for sharing our video. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Yoshika.
Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have this mask on. I sound muffled. But I have to be safe. I have to be safe. Thank you, Erica Tiffany, for watching.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Like I said before, you guys, if you're fixing breakfast, working on something, getting something ready, starting your morning,
Working
not
from
sure what
home.
time it is now, but you can just keep the live up. You have a stand for your phone or prop it up somewhere and continue to go about your day, but just listening and tuning in. That's why we have it up.
Yeah, just keep us company as we're here showing support to George Floyd and his family. So we appreciate you guys keeping us company.
Yoshika, always, anybody that takes time to come on to our live, we want to acknowledge because it's you all's time, and for the time that you are giving us, we want to make sure that we acknowledge it. So yes, always. Thank you. There was a public service on Monday.
Yes.
And we did not attend the public service.
We were trying to be safe with COVID. Yeah.
Public is maybe garnered a larger number of people, so we made the decision. Though we still have to remain outside,
Right.
we made the decision to do the private. We figured it would be a little bit less people because the unfortunate thing is we still have to be safe.
Yes.
We want to be present, we still have to remain safe. So how is everyone? If you are just getting on the live, just let us know. If you haven't already commented or said anything, please let us know. We would love to know how you all are doing. Even though we're here for the George Floyd private service, we just want to check on you guys and find out how you're doing and some things that you have going for today, or just even tuning in, watching this private service. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment here. We welcome you guys to do so. We're here for you. We're here for you. On behalf of VSM Media Group,
Twins and Media.
VSM Magazine, we're here for you all. And it's pretty much at a, standstill, but
And it's still pretty early. You guys, this heat is not playing today.
I mentioned earlier my bangs are gone.
Things are gone. Yeah.
They're gone.
I think I pushed mine back for that very reason.
I should have done the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Roger says the death of Mr. Floyd has changed my life. Yes, definitely, Roger. It's changed so many of our lives. Not only in the United States, but in different parts of the world. Without forgetting the other countless black men and women of color who also are no longer here at the hands of police brutality. This one is different. Yes, I think it impacted so many more people than what we've known before.
Yes.
Of course, that's my opinion. You guys can
But we have been
chime in, but that's
but we
what
have
I
been
feel.
impacted by, like I said, the countless number of African Americans who have lost their lives due to police brutality. And so we just, like the world, we just want change to come about, effective change to come about. When they say enough is enough, I know for myself, I've been fed up. But we also want to make sure that we have a healthy conversation, healthy dialogue as well. And that's why we leave our comments open to you all as you guys keep us company as we are live here at George Floyd's private funeral service
It's not
here
an
in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it's not an easy topic, but it's something that we all must continue to have these conversations with ourselves and our family and our friends, and even those that we may work with that may gloss over the subject or maybe act like it doesn't exist.
And I want to ask who, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all going to raise your hand or comment anyone to where, I mean, even if your kids are older, I know with my son who's older, we always tell him, whenever you reach your destination or whatnot, to text us and let us know, how young people are. All that. But now he gets it, and we just want to know that our loved ones are safe when they walk out that door. We just want them to make it back home safe. The same way they walked out, I want them back the same way they walked out. And I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that as well, So what do you do as your loved ones leave the house, like your children? Like, do you start your day off with prayer? Share with us in the comments, what do you do in the mornings before you guys part ways and go out into the world where you don't know what's going to happen?
Yeah, and as you all are doing that, Roger has a lot of good points of discussion. He has that we blacks now have the world behind us. We believe this as well. We're going to pan back in. I don't know if they're bringing in the cars, but we're just going to pan it back toward the church and drive area. Okay. Heat is not kind. Still trying to keep our social distancing. We want to leave it up just a little bit longer. You guys feel free to communicate with us. If you don't, that's fine. We are leaving the live up so that you all again could be a part of what's happening outside for George Floyd's private service. Even capturing this, it's something for us.
People are walking to go inside the church.
Yeah, we have some people that are walking in that are part of going inside of the private service. Any and everything that we can show you all that we're able to
Y'all gotta get on the glass, but y'all can't follow.
So we're standing on the side with the rest of the media, following proper protocol. Hey, I know I recognized you.
I thought I recognized y'all.
Simone.
Yes.
We're doing a live, but say hi, Simone.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. She's one of our media sisters. Give us your name.
I'm Simone. I write for the Little Black Dress Media, which is my blog, and then I also write for The Source, which is a hip-hop publication.
All right. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right. You look wonderful. Hey, Rashida, our sister, our big sister. Thank you for tuning in, Rashida. We love you.
Hey, big sis, love you. So as we pan the camera this way, we see like a group of people that are lining up to go inside the private funeral service for George Floyd.
Some of the family and friends, we believe, of course, the family and friends. We're as far as close as we can get right now, following our media protocol. For some of the media that's on the side. Roger says, before we leave the house, we pray as a family for the Lord to keep his hedge of protection around us and his angels charge over us. Yes, we definitely do that as well. Can't tell you how many times, Roger, and anyone else, how often. You know, I know collectively we pray, Latricia and I, we pray before we actually came over to the location we are now, and then we pray individually in our homes, but we pray everywhere we go. A lot of times, you know, for you all to know, when we do media events, we never enter a media event without praying. Never. We always make sure that that's first and foremost, that however God orchestrates us to be a part of the media, we'll do so. We're going to try to get in closer. Hi, Roberta Carter. Blessings. Thank you. Blessings to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. Again, we mentioned earlier, for anybody that's now joining, we are keeping the live up so you all can be a part of the service. We're outside, so we're just capturing what's outside. But even this just gives you an idea of what's happening today.
And we're not actually really capturing, like there's like literally people all around us, between those who are here for this private service and then also media that is pretty much filled the parking lot area of the church.
Yeah. Kind of listening. Someone was talking. I was kind of listening to their conversation as far as what's happening. But feel free. Again, if you don't have anything to say, that's perfectly fine. We are just leaving this up so you guys can just be a part of it. Thank you. And it is hot. Oh, it's so hot.
From this service is that we leave a better nation, we leave a better community, so walk out here.
And also, we didn't want to turn it on and turn it off rather and turn it back on again. And just leave this bad boy running. You don't mind, right? You guys don't mind? Yeah. Anybody else have any comments as far as what they do to talk to their sons, their black sons, and keep them safe and protected?
Like, how does this is Trisha, guys, and so I want to ask you, how do your kids feel about it when you guys have the conversations? You know, with us adults being older, how has that been in talking to them about what's going on in the world today? So I would just like to get the parents or grandparents, aunts, uncles, the village perspective, comments on what's that like talking to your young children about the state of the world today and what has been their response to that. You know, we had asked all three of our children and each one had a different response. You know, we had one that was angry, two on the fence of just wanting change to come about, and you can just guess which one was angry, not in a way to where he wanted to do something, of course, but just with him being young, a young man in this world, just sick and tired already of seeing the state of this world as far as racism and police brutality. So share with us in the comments what your kids have been saying to you as in regards to racism and police brutality.
Hey, Christelle, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you
Christelle, thank you for joining our live.
Yeah, we're waving back at you. Thank you for taking time out this morning. I'm not sure what time it is, but this morning going into the afternoon.
And we so appreciate you guys keeping us company. If any of you all have some water that you can toss through this line, because it is hot out here today.
Yeah, we're practicing social distancing.
Oh, you know,
in the midst of.
I was remembering that cherry and watermelon drink that I made about 2 weekends ago.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I can so use that right now.
Yeah.
So refreshing. You take some cherries, you take some watermelon cubes, you cut it up, and you add in some crushed ice, and you just blend it together. You have a nice, cold, refreshing drink just in time for summertime.
I can use that now. Yeah. Can use it. Yeah, I like old school journalism. I panned into this lady that just passed by with her notebook. I'm a pen and paper girl. I love old school journalism. Get the story, get the facts. Yeah, the Twins of Media, we love old school journalism. And sometimes that's what sometimes you don't need a whole lot, but, to get to the core of a story. We sometimes people can bring their notebook and a pen and do as much justice as somebody that has lots of cameras and things. It's what's in your heart. It's what and how you write and communicate. That's the story is the most important thing, no matter what. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
But I think that's the most important thing. Hey guys, it's me, Trisha again. I think that's the most important thing is that we just talk. Even if things do not make sense to one another, just talk it out. So that we don't keep all the stuff bottled in.
Yes, Christelle, thank you. You said this scares my kids. Unfortunately, it's making them afraid of the police, but they are very proud of Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you for sharing. How do you, if you want to comment further, Christelle, how do you kind of help them with not being afraid? I know sometimes it's difficult, but if you can share some of the things that you do to make them not feel afraid. Got some of the other people walking in. Again, some we are believing to be family members and friends. I'm gonna walk a little closer. Some of them are talking to family. There's somebody that's going to be with somebody to the right of me that's very upset for valid reasons. Looks like I can listen in on some of the conversation here.
We rise up in love. We went down in discrimination. We rise up in equality. God went down, but now all of us get a chance in His name, in His memory, to stand up.
So now we have to clear back, so the cars are coming in. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but just one of the voices of the family members.
We have somebody that's
There's someone that's upset.
Hey, hold it for me real quick.
Someone that's upset. I'm gonna stand back over here.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we have someone right now that